It's Wednesday. It's Dynamite. A day late, though, because it was on Tuesday. Someone was busy working. Enough of that pitter patter, though. Let's just get at her. On today's show, Will Osprey calls out Don Callis. Darby Allin calls out Brody King. I know a couple calls already. Isn't that funny? Fatal four-way for the women's title. See who faces Mariah May at Wrestledream this Saturday. Let's see. Jay White calls out Hangman too. He gets his match. What else was there? Oh, and Chris Statlander. Apparently he's a face now, right after MONE on Dynamite. And we also go over Wrestledream. But first, we're going to start with Jon Moxley. I know my favorite topic on the show. The BCC, also my favorite topic on the show. And versus Bryan Danielson and WILLIOW. Specifically, Claudio and Pac, though, of the BCC. So, this is the main event, obviously, of the night, right? A lot of heat going on there. The show starts off with Moxley saying that Bryan Danielson has been searching for somebody to retire him for a while. Moxley says he's the one to do it. It's going to be unconstitutional of him if he did not take him up on the offer. And he knows he's pushing that little dragon against the wall. He knows how dark Danielson can go. He doesn't like being that way, but he knows he's going to have to be that way. And Moxley's looking forward to putting him down. Danielson, on the other end, says that has a little bit of a promo about Moxley leading into the match on Wrestledream on Saturday. But at this match, you have WILLIOW and Danielson versus Claudio and Pac. Yuta, though, is still the Trios champion, part of Trios Championships with Claudio and Pac. Not so sure about that anymore. Anyway, match goes off back and forth. Excellent match back and forth, to be honest with you. Right? At one point, Yuta's in the ring more than anything else because Danielson has an injury going on. Right? They are taking Danielson out a little bit. So, Wheeler taking a lot of this damage on there. Eventually, Moxley comes out. Danielson starts to distract Danielson while Danielson's in control of the match. Eventually, Danielson ends up winning anyway. But that's not where it gets exciting. At the end, Moxley comes in, Danielson comes in. They start facing off each other. They fight back and forth, going at it, right? Now, Marina Shafir and Pac start going after WILLIOW. Now, Claudio calls them off. But before Yuta thinks to himself, oh, he's here to save me. Oh, he's fantastic. He's going to save me. No. Claudio hits him with a bloody hammer. Well, guess that relationship's out the door. Anyway, Moxley eventually comes back, kicks here, comes back and clears everybody out. That's how the show ends. We have Wrestledream coming up this week. Moxley versus Danielson. Look, I don't know. They kind of put this match out there saying on Dynamite, this is going to be Danielson's last match on Dynamite. Because Moxley's going to beat him and retire him. I'll let you know what I think at the predictions part, but right now, not sure. I'll let you know what I think about it for a few minutes while we go over this stuff. Anyway, Will Osprey, after last week with his Ricochet match where he gets attacked by Takeshita, comes out to Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone says, you must be going through a lot of stuff. You know, because honestly, Tony, I'm not sure. Right? Ends up calling out Don Callis because he wants answers. Because Tony Schiavone put it in his head saying, hey, maybe Don Callis sent Takeshita after you. Will Ospreay's like, bruv, the good possibility that happened. I've been in that family for a little bit now. It's a good possibility. Anyway, Don Callis comes on out to a slew of boos. Ain't that a surprise? And Will Ospreay demands an answer. Did you send Takeshita after me? Well, Callis kind of backing away from it and all that stuff. Will demands the answer. Eventually, Callis gives him the yes, that he did not want to hear it, but he did hear it anyway. It was the yes answer. Calls him out. and tells him, because you didn't listen to me. You're not listening to me. That's why I did it. Osprey said, well, I brought you the international title. Well, I could have had the tag titles. He goes, I was this close. Don Callis trying to say he was this close as what he was trying to. He was the one doing it all. Still delusional Callis is, right? He's out there. Jericho might be onto something, that he is delusional and nuts. But one thing that's interesting about it, though, too, Don Callis sits there and it says Osprey's face. It says his face. So it's funny how you mentioned that you're the best wrestler in the world. I threw away the best wrestler in the world for you. Looks like I should probably throw away the other one. The other best wrestler in the world. Well, Osprey doesn't like that too much. He tells him we're done. Callis slaps the taste out of his mouth. Will takes off his belt and attacks Callis. He throws him halfway across the ring. Brings out to Kesha. Kesha and Will Osprey start going at it. They start fighting back and forth in the corner there. Kyle Fletcher comes out and tries to stop Will Osprey. Kesha gets the upper hand there. He gives a giant suplex, lands on the back of his head. Kesha grabs him and holds him down. Don Callis goes up to Kyle Fletcher and says, gives him a screwdriver. Like, everyone has a weapon in wrestling, right? Triple H had a sledgehammer. Okay. Austin had a chair. Don Callis has a screwdriver. Don't know what to say about that. Don't know what to say. Who has a screwdriver? Like, seriously, who has a screwdriver? Answer the question. Comment down below. And if you're liking the content here, make sure you like, share, subscribe down below there, folks. Follow us on Podbean. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on every other platform we are, except for, well, maybe iTunes right now. But we're working on iTunes, though. Anyway, Kyle Fletcher says, I'm not having this. Leaves. Looks like he's about ready to go cry in the locker room. So Takesha hits Osprey one more. Gives Osprey a nice, clean right cross. Maybe it was a left cross. Lays out Osprey. Stands tall. Grabs the belt. Stands tall. Like he's Zeus. And Ricochet comes out. He runs past Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher looks at him like, my God, I just pooped myself. Runs out in the ring. Takes out Takesha. Kyle's runs away like a scalded dog. You know, Ricochet looks up. He goes, what the hell? Basically, you know, they've already announced there's a three-way match for the international title at Wrestledream. This is kind of pushed along a little more. Hard to say who's going to win that. I'll give you the answer on that one, too. Not sure if I'm right. Could be wrong, but that's okay. Because nobody's judgmental here. Anyway, four-way match. For the women, see who will take on Mariah May, my favorite lady, besides Britt Baker, on Dynamite. So, something about psychotic girls on that show I like. I don't know what it is. Anyway, there's a four-way match. Having the native beast, Nyla Rose. Good to see her again. Hey, that's good. Good. More TV time for her. She's good. Obviously. Oh, okay. Geez, I should stop that. Anyway, Nyla Rose. Saraya with Harley Cameron. Willow Nightingale. And who was the other girl? It was another girl. Oh, Jamie Hayter. So, they all come down here. And for some odd reason, this is a fatal four-way match. Anything goes. Harley Cameron's in this match probably more often than you thought she would be. She's supposed to be on the outside, but no, Harley Cameron's in this match a lot, trying to help Saraya to get that title shot. Doesn't happen. They set up chairs. They set up a table. Eventually, Saraya goes through a table. Eventually, a returning Penelope Ford comes out. She comes down, attacks Jamie Hayter. Why? What did Jamie Hayter ever do to you? Who knows? Jamie Hayter gets upset, chases after Penelope Ford. She's gone out of the match. Match continues. Harley Cameron still getting more involved with everything else. She pushes Nyla Rose off the top rope, who's trying to do a splash onto Saraya, pushes her off the rope. She goes face first into the boards and is out. Willow comes in, as I said, puts Saraya through a table that they brought in. Harley Cameron put in. Then she takes out Harley Cameron, right? She finishes off Saraya, gets some pins both girls, and Willow is your #1 contender against Mariah May for Wrestledream this week. And boy, I know, I can tell you who I know is going to win that one. That's not Willow. So, Mariah May ends up coming, kind of congratulating her on the top of the stage while Willow walks up, and then she decks Willow. But Willow got her back later on the night. Mariah May's doing a slight interview, and Willow comes by and lays her out. Just takes her head off and chases her away. Well, Willow's demanding that title. She says she's going to beat her. I don't think so. But hey, good to have hopes and dreams. People tell you that all the time. Have hopes and dreams. Have your dreams. Have your hopes. You're not going to happen. At least I don't think so. Anyway. Mercedes MONE has a match against Emi Sakura for the NJPW Women's Strong title and the TBS title. Both are on the line. It's a double title match. I guess that's how they're working it. Look, Renee won. Okay. She's not the same as she was in WWE. She was better as Sasha Banks than she is as Mercedes MONE. I'm going to stand by that until I see something better. Mariah May not Mariah May. Mercedes MONE ends up beating Emi Sakura, who's like a legend in Japan, trains a lot of students there. She really knows how to get a crowd going too, but it does have to taunt and flaunt and all that stuff. She's kind of good at it, actually. After the match, though, Chris Statlander comes out and attacks Mercedes MONE. Now, I don't know, I might have missed something somewhere. Maybe it was on Collision. I missed Collision. I didn't see that part. But Statlander comes out and attacks Mercedes MONE and Camille. That pretty lady Camille. Yes, I know she's, a brick house. That's what they call her. She's pretty. She's quite pretty, actually. And Statlander stands tall and they chase and run away and kind of stare at her from a distance. I guess Statlander's a heel face now. Guess it wasn't really working out too well as far as the heel thing goes. C'est la vie. After all that work you kind of put in. I don't understand that one. This makes no sense to me at all. Boggles the mind. Darby Allin starts off, comes on the show. He's early on. He's actually one of the first two things that go on. Darby Allin comes on there. And he calls out Brody King. Now, Brody King comes out because Brody King is the one that has accepted Darby Allin's open challenge for Wrestledream. Now, these guys have a background. Yes, they've had a coffin match before. That Darby won. And yes, Brody King choked him out several times. But Darby Allin starts talking to Brody King about how they used to be really close. They used to hang out all the time together. They used to be best friends. They used to talk all the time around the Indies. Right? How Brody King was, has kids and all stuff, and he was able to buy a house for the kids and retire his father, just like Darby Allin was able to retire his father because of AEW. But makes mention to Brody King that he wants Darby Allin's spot. And it's not going to happen. Brody doesn't like this too much. They start fighting. Darby hits him with a rock. He had a rock in his jacket and hit him with a rock, busted him open. Well, we're getting that match at Wrestledream. Let's see what happens there. Hard for me to not see that one, but we'll go over it. Anyway, earlier tonight, we have an interview with Jake Roberts. He was there, and he made a deal with Don Callis. A trade, if you may. There's trades in baseball, hockey, football all the time, right? He made a trade. He traded Lance Archer for these guys. I'm here to tell you right now. There's a match going on with Hologram Commander. This Hologram is this character that AEW created. Yeah. I don't get it. He's a luchador, but yeah. Anyway, that gets interrupted by Roosh. Can't remember the other guy's name. Callis. I think it's like Callisto or Fantastico. And the Beast Mortis. They attack these guys, beat the hell out of them. And they do this all together. 3 hands, all one. Jake comes out and does the exact same thing. So Jake got those 3 guys for Lance Archer. I don't feel that trade's very fair at all. I just don't see it. Like, you're giving down Callis, Lance Archer. You know, those 3. I mean, I love Roosh. Still kind of sold on Morty, Beast Mortis. And the other guy, I'm not too sold. Roosh, I am. I love Roosh. I mean, Roosh for Lance Archer was like a fair enough trade, I think. That's like 2 third-round picks in the NFL draft. It's fine. Be good. We have to return Jay White, though. Jay White faced the job. Okay, well, nothing special. He faced a jobber. Who cares? But what matters is, though, is that he calls out Hangman Page. And he starts saying, hey, man, I have to make 2 wrongs, fix 2 wrongs in my life. It derailed me from my AEW championship that I wanted to go after. Because he blames Hangman for it and put him out. So he explains that's why I got involved in your match last week. That and the fact that he was facing the Bang Bang. Jay White gets his match at Hangman. And he's going to beat Hangman. He wants to beat Hangman. And he goes back on his track. There's a track. See, there's a train, right? It's a train here. Right? There's a track. Let's see. This is more of a track. This is a train. He goes this. Train. His goals. So Jay White's going to face Hangman at Wrestledream. Should be a great match. I don't know who's going to win. I'm pretty sure it'll be Hangman. But I'll get to that a little bit. Also, on Dynamite, we had Daniel Garcia come out, who told everybody that everyone needs to look out because if you have a title, I'm coming after you. He feels rejuvenated after the match with MJF, and that he's staying in AEW. That he is going to be part of AEW for the ongoing future. And he's going to go out. If you have a title, you are a marked man. Good for him. I say go after the TNT title. Probably the best shot for you. You know, I can see him beating Jack Perry. When that happens, we'll see. Jack Perry has first to get through Shibata. So we'll see what happens there. I'm sure Jack Perry's going to win. I'm just really sure he's going to win. As much as I don't like it, like that idea, I'm not the biggest fan of Jack Perry. I mean, just don't like it. It just doesn't connect with me. That's fine. I'm allowed to be this thing. Make sure you comment down below. If you think I'm an idiot for not liking Jack Perry, please comment down below. Like, comment in the comments on Podbean, on Spotify. Comment all those places. I want to know. Let me know if I'm an idiot for not liking Jack Perry. Essentially, though, guys, that was Dynamite. In a nutshell. All in all, it was a really good show. All in all, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. It's hard to watch sometimes the stuff right now, considering the fact we got baseball playoffs going on. Mets beat the Phillies today. I don't think anybody really saw that one coming. Tigers beat the Indians. I'm sorry, can't say that. Cleveland Guardians, apologize. Yankees beat the Royals today, and we're currently, as we're filming this right now, the Padres are up 5-0 on. The Dodgers are up 5-0 on the Padres. Yeah, about that Padres Mets NLCS I was talking about with Doug. Go ahead, my silly. Anyway, let's get to Wrestledream. We're running down the match card here for you guys. Here it's kind of it's Wrestledream. It is big stuff. Ring of Honor and AEW matches together. They're not based on each other, not like Forbidden Door, but there's definitely Ring of Honor matches as well as AEW matches on the card. So, on the matches we have Atlantis Jr., who's the champion, the TV World Champion on Ring of Honor, versus Brian Cage. I don't know much about this one. Not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say, I like to see Brian Cage win. I feel he's been crapped on a little bit lately, so let's go Brian Cage. See about to have a drink of my lovely iced tea. We have Mark Briscoe versus Chris Jericho. Now this one here, It's for the Ring of Honor World title. Now, last week, this is kind of where this match started. Chris Jericho had Mark Briscoe on the show, on the Learning Tree show, that is. Boy, that's a terrible segment. Yeah, there was a segment of that tonight, too, where they talked to Rocky Romero. Yeah, it's a waste of my time. I love Jericho. I just can't stand this Learning Tree thing. Sorry. If you guys like it down below, please comment down below if you like it. Please let me know. I know Jericho just needs to go for a little bit, but he doesn't either. He probably should go. But no, Jericho made the mistake of saying that Mark Briscoe can't beat him. Maybe his brother Jay could. Jay, obviously, as we all know, passed a year ago. Am I correct? It was a year ago, maybe two. Mark Briscoe, I think, is going to win this match. I can't see Jericho winning this match at all. But I think it's going to be a really good match. I think they had a little bit of an interview on tonight, Dynamite, with Briscoe, and he's just like, I'm going to hurt you. The look in his eye was just like, I'm going to hurt you. Like, he was very calm. Like, eerie Jake Roberts, like, calm. Like, I'm going to hurt you. Like, I'm going to hurt you. Yeah. One of those. Your Darby Allin versus Brody King. Let's just say Darby's going to win. I personally would like to see House of Black's Brody King win because I like the House of Black. But Darby's going to win. Who am I kidding here? Darby's going to win. Jack Barry versus Shibata for the TNT title. I already told you it's going to be Jack Barry. As much as I think Shibata should win, probably going to be Jack Barry. Will Osprey versus Ricochet versus Kenoshi Takeshita. Hard to say it's not going to be Osprey. But I can see Takeshita winning. I can't see it going on Ricochet yet. But I can see Takeshita winning for though. So I'm going to go with my 1A being Osprey. My wild card answer being Takeshita. I think it works. I don't think Ricochet's going to win at all. I think Ricochet's going to eat the pin. If Takeshita wins. Yeah. And if Osprey wins, yeah. I think he's going to eat the pin. Young Bucks versus the Private Party. It's going to be the Bucks. There's no way Private Party's winning. I think they have a great match. I think the Bucks will win, though. I don't see Private Party winning at all for the tag team titles. I just don't see it. At least not yet. I kind of like where they're going a little bit more, though, than they were before. They can take it more seriously now. But I just don't see Private Party winning the belts yet at this point. Maybe in a few months' time, but they develop more of the newest characters they're developing more now. Maybe yes. Maybe it might not be the Bucks they do win it off, but I think they're going to see them winning it down the line. Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale. It's Mariah May, folks. We all know she's taking it. I'm not going to bet against Mariah May. I love Mariah May. Hangman versus Jay White. I gotta go Hangman on this one. I just can't see Jay White winning this yet. I just don't see it. I can see it being thrown out as a DQ. But if I see probably Hangman actually winning this match. So we have M&M, which is Mansoor and Mason Madden, former Maxine Dupree. Sorry, former the models on WWE. A tag match versus the Acclaimed. Acclaimed. Done. You don't need to have a reason for it because there's no reason for it. I'm just picking one. Hologram versus the Beast Mordos. That's his name. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match. What? Look, it should probably be Beast Mordos, but it's probably be Hologram. All right. I'm just, yeah, go out there. And finally, Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. Moxley. If Callis is going to lose and be retired, I think it should be Moxley, Jon Moxley. I don't see it being anybody else but Jon Moxley. Unless maybe Kenny comes back at some point if he is healthy. They have Bryan Danielson hold that title until Kenny gets back, and then they give it to Kenny. But I see Jon Moxley doing it, especially the way they're going right now with the character. And there's a good possibility, if the rumors are true, that Shane McMahon is behind the whole thing. So maybe we might get one more match. I know we talked about this last week with Doug. Maybe we get one more match with Bryan Danielson against Shane. I know I can't believe I said that. But yes, probably Shane McMahon versus Danielson if Shane is revealed at the show. And Jon Moxley wins that title. Which is great because it makes Jon, I think, a 4-time champion in AEW. Good for him. That's awesome. And so, you know, quite frankly, I think it's time for Moxley to have a title again. See what happens. Hey, folks, that was AEW Dynamite. That was Wrestledream predictions. This is DA Wrestling. Follow us on Twitter at DA Wrestling. Follow us on TikTok at DA Sports. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Podbean. Follow Doug at DLions1991 at Twitter. And I'm AM Purcell on Twitter as well. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for everything you guys have done for us. We appreciate all the views we have for the past month, as well as the subscribers. We appreciate all of you guys all the time. We thank you very much for everything you guys do. We appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Talk to you next week with Dynamite. Probably solo again, like it always is. Join. Make sure you follow. Make sure you watch the Raw video too. That is on there. Probably right down there. You on the screen there on YouTube. Have a good night, guys. Take it easy.